Hello, 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 and we all know what's inside here because you've read the description. Yes, it's the latest Genesis vinyl reissue box set, 1976 to 1980. Let me remember. 2. Yeah. So let's cut our way in. Been waiting for this for a while. It's been delayed, I believe. There's some sort of production issue, and it was delayed by about a fortnight. But hey, it's here now, and let's see what's underneath the bubble wrap. There we go. I can see it. It's there. Oh, there it is. Oh dear. So there we go. Let's put that to one side. We don't need that. Right, let's unwrap it some more bubble wrap. There it is, we can see it in a lovely blue box set. It matches the CD, SACD/DVD box sets from a few years ago. Matches the same design, but this time it's obviously 12-inch record, isn't it? Yeah, and these have all been audiophile, half speed, double cut, 180 gram vinyl. You've already seen like the green box set covering the Gabriel years. Now this is the second lot. This is the other period. We've got some Hackett in there, and then we've got some would say the decline to the Phil Collins years, but hey, I don't see it that way. So let's see what we've got. This all looks rather nice. I'll just make an incision here. Oh, and then down we go. Ugh. And let's say goodbye to Mr. Swissy. Goodbye, Mr. Swissy. He's done another fine job. I think you'll agree. So let's tear it off. Let's undress her, shall we? Oh yeah. Oh, slowly, darling, slowly. And you've got the spot vinyl kind of print on the Genesis name again. Can't quite pick it out in this light. It's not the brightest of days today. It's a bit of a murky November day, unfortunately. So I'm working with limited light. So bear with me. And let's have a look at the first one if I can get it out. They're a bit tightly packed in there. So come on, Trick of the Tail. You can do it. Come on, Trick of the Tail. Here we go. And out comes a Trick of the Tail. Now, I instantly noticed that these are completely different to the first set of boxes because they've actually textured the sleeves. Now, in the previous box set, everything was rather shiny and not very authentic, whereas this time they've gone for a more authentic reissue, and this one's been textured lovely, and the artwork has been restored. It looks really, really nice. Yep, that's fine. Let's have a look at the... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, look. Oh, God. That's a bit wobbly. Not impressed with that. They could have used some cardstock, or at least reinforced that side of the sleeve. It feels very, very weak. You could actually fold it in half quite easily. But they've replicated all the lyrics inside and the artwork. It's a really good reproduction. Nothing else to comment on, really. I mean, you've got all the artwork there. So let's have a look at the disc itself. So before we do that, it's got its own little inner bag. I mean, again, they've done a great job in replicating the original sleeve. If I remember, I did own this on vinyl. I own this and Windham Wuthering, so I know what I'm talking about for once. So yeah, very, very authentic. And you've got the Mad Hatter label there, and there you go. It's cut on the outer rim there. The inner rim. It's been double speed mastered and all that. So so it feels nice. Feels really solid as usual, and I expect that the sound quality is going to be good. I mean, that first box set, the sound quality was superb. I've been working my way through those vinyls, and they're very good. And I expect exactly the same from these discs. So it's quite interesting to hear. You go from the surround sound and the SACD, and then you go to the vinyl, and although they're the same album, it's very much a very different listening experience. Not retrograde, it's just different, and you do kind of get transported back to the day. Right, so let's get the next one out, which is a Windham Wuthering. This one had a textured sleeve, and yeah, again, I don't know if you can make it on the camera. So it's almost like this wallpaper flock textured sleeve to it. Again, almost like the original. They've got the artwork is been perfectly reproduced. I really do love this sleeve. It's one of my favourite Genesis sleeves. I think it's just understated. It's very, very, very good in that respect. And you've got the original inner bag, which again is absolutely authentic. That's exactly how I remember it. So that's good. I'm glad that they've done this. And there you go. So I always found it a bit difficult to read the lyrics on the blue sky background, but that's more to do with me than to do with the record. And let's have a look at the old vinyl, shall we? As you can see, it's the same label, and they've got the thing there, so you know that it's the 180 gram audio file. And there we go, it's engraved on that side as well. So it's all good stuff. And so there you go. So yeah, so if you're looking for the authentic Genesis vinyl experience, you too can get it. I mean, this is available. Most retailers don't buy it from HMV because I think they've got it for silly price, like 150 quid, and you don't want to be doing that. The cheapest place I found it, it's a toss up between Burning Shed and SpinCDs.com. I think they've both got it for $89.99. Luckily, I'd been collecting my loyalty points for Spin CD, so I got a bit of a discount off of mine. So there you go. And then there were 3, very shiny. Again, this is nice. This feels solid reproduction. I didn't own this one on vinyl, so this is from now on. This is all new to me. And yeah, I mean the artwork looks nice. The colours are very vivid. Oh, that's. I hope the camera's picking this up because it's very vivid inner sleeve. The colours are very, very rich and vibrant. And yeah, let's just move the camera out. And yes, looks good. So let's have a look at the vinyl itself. Again, it's the Genesis Mad Hatter label. And there you go. I remember when the box set of this came out back in the day. This is the first box set out. This album, then there were 3, was probably one of the ones that benefited most from the remix and the remastering. And I always thought it was rather muddy, the original. And when they rejiggered it, it certainly added new life. It sounded like a completely different album to me. And the same goes for Juke. I mean, I'm not a big fan. I know a lot of you love Juke. I know it's been cited as one of the best Genesis albums, but I don't get the popularity. The Tony Banks songs on this are meandering and awful. But, if they'd have done it as it was intended with the Juke suite on one side, 20 minutes a song, and then all the ballads on the other side, I think it would have been a much more satisfying experience for the likes of me, whereas it feels a bit lopsided. The album itself, feels a bit strange and lopsided and doesn't flow, but you got all the original artwork there, and it's all rather good. Let's have a look at the sleeve. I know this one's should have a custom label. There it is. I knew that, and I'd seen enough copies in the second-hand record shop back in the day. And CSC, it's got the custom record label with is it Albert? Not Juke, is it? Is it Juke or Albert? I can never remember. Running around in a circle, a bit like us Genesis and prog rock fans, running around in circles trying to keep up with the latest remix and remaster. So there we are, and all very, very nice, all very, very good. And that leaves us with one more to go, and that is the excellent Abacab. I like Abacab more than Juke, because the band were trying to do something new. Now, this is good. It's got an embossed sleeve. I don't know if you can notice that. That bit there is embossed. And again, not sure if the camera's picking that up. But all around the edges is embossed as well. Again, didn't own this one originally, so this is news to me. But I do have a vague recollections of handling this album in the second-hand record shop. And so, yeah, that feels... that feels very distinctly authentic, and... I know there were a number of different coloured sleeves for this release back in the day, but you get this one, so collect them all. And there's the band looking looking sullen, and there's the track listing there. So there you go, all there. Remember, it's illegal to copy this record without a license. You have to go to the post office and buy a license so you can copy this particular record. I think that's what they mean. And here is that's a colourful label, isn't it? But there's the label there, and it's been half speed mastered and all that stuff. And very nice piece of vinyl, very solid, 180 grams. God damn. And there you go. I must admit though, these new pressings have been sound very, very good. In fact, they do sound better than like my old records as I remember them. So I wholehearttly recommend them if you're in the market for buying vinyl. Again, if you want to try vinyl for the first time, maybe you've got your own deck, or I know some of you young folk out there are not familiar with it, but if you want to try vinyl, these box sets represent a really good way of seeing what it was like back in the day from us old fogies. I mean, I used to collect all second-hand vinyl back in the late 80s because it was cheap. You could go into a second-hand record shop with a tenner and walk out with quite a few cheap albums, £2 a pop and everything. So there you go. That's Genesis 1976-1982 box set. My name's been Darren Locke. Only one more thing to say, that's prog on. Oh yes, wiggle that thumb. Oh yeah. Ta-ta.